Wake up! Wake up, wake up, wake up! Up you wake, up you wake, up you wake, up you wake!
Hey babies, I'm back with a quick one right now. Mama got some shit I need to do today, but I want to talk to y'all something about this Sunday. A lot of y'all dressing up, putting your wigs on and putting on your best Sunday outfits, and you're going into these houses of worship and you're worshiping God today. Called the Son of God. You know, there was a time they used to call us the people of the sun. Then they said we were sun worshipers back in the day. We wasn't worshiping no sun. You done took the U, capped it off and put an O, and now you got us all worshiping your son. You know, back in the day they told us that the body was the temple. That's your church and God live in you. But now they want you to worship some God outside yourself, living up in the sky, sitting on the throne with a bunch of naked babies around it. Y'all seen them pictures they drew of God up there with all them babies with no clothes on, with no mama around? It makes you wonder. But let me ask you something, baby. Let me tell you, as long as you don't think God live in you and live outside you, they gonna harness all your spiritual power, baby. Them churches are harnessing sinners to pull all your energy in. And your pastors and your priests, they all went to them schools of theology, supposed to be. Well, who taught them about God? Did they look like them? Who wrote the curriculum about all these organized religions that they force-fed everybody? Got you bowing down to their symbols and their holidays, a lot of certain star systems and things. It's all spell work, baby. Do I believe the Bible? I believe there's a lot of truth in that book, but also some of us old girls know that book was used for a lot of spell casting, full of astrology and numerology with your 12s and your 3s and your 6s and your 7s. Mama gonna give you some breadcrumbs, but it's up for you babies to go ahead and do the homework. But I'm gonna ask you a question, all of y'all rocking your symbols of executions around your neck. Yeah. Because when Jesus was hanging on that cross, they had a bow to the left of him and to the right of him. Both way, they was killing people that way. Symbol of execution. So let me ask you something. They would have killed that boy by hanging him. Would you all be wearing nooses around your neck? Makes you wonder. Bye.
Illuminati.
Really? I don't know. I'll stop all our domination plans. I'll pull my lizard men out of Congress. We'll stop using Hollywood to hasten the New World Order.
Joined the sacred order of the Stonecutters, who since ancient times have split the rocks of ignorance that obscure the light of knowledge and truth.
Wow! George Washington Carver didn't invent peanut butter.
That's right. You're one of the few people outside of the Illuminati who knows this secret.
The Illuminati?
That's who's chasing us. A secret society dedicated to concealing this truth at all costs. This is their mysterious symbol.
That's right, finally, viewers all across the country will get the answer to their most burning question. Are the Illuminati real?
They own this fucking place. It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club. Wake up!
some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club. And a lot of you listening to me right here, right now, you're not part of the club either. And what I realized with the club is what makes them so mad is when you don't want to be a part of their fucking club. That pisses them off. What club am I talking about? I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all got to deal with. You know who they are, and they definitely know who they are. A lot of people would be like, what? Who? Come on, man, stop playing.
About how actually he died. See, most of us think that we know exactly how he died, how he was shot, and it was an open and shut case.
Because as we know, James Earl Ray, after he pled guilty, meant there was no trial. So this is the only trial that's ever been held. Now, we're all familiar with the official story of this lone gunman, right, in 67.
James Earl Ray shot him.
No, he was in jail for armed robbery. He somehow escaped.
Admitted to it.
Right. And William Pepper told me that the only reason James pled guilty is because it was the only way to save his life. So like I said, I spoke to Dr. Pepper earlier today. Here's what he had to say about the way Dr. Martin Luther King was actually killed.
Wow.
He wasn't killed from the bullet that hit him on the balcony. He was taken to the St. Joseph's Hospital, and he was killed in the emergency room of St. Joseph's Hospital by the chief of neurosurgery, Dr. Breed Bland, who came in when they were all working on him in the emergency room, and he said, "Get out of here, let that die." And as they moved out of the room, the last one out was a surgical nurse, Lula Mae Shelby, and when she heard them gathering up spit in their lungs to spit on Martin's body lying on a bed there, then she saw Dr. Bland take the catheters out of Martin's body and take the pillow from under his head and put it over his face and suffocate him. And that's how Martin King died. That's how he was really assassinated. Now, he might have died anyway from the bullet wounds, but he didn't. He was still alive and still breathing. The chief neurosurgeon, he intervened and he made sure that death would result.
Wow.
Right? My jaw was on the floor. Now, Dr. Pepper knows this because the son of the nurse, Lula Mae Shelby, who died, but before she died told her family, the son of this nurse told Dr. Pepper under oath. And when Dr. Pepper confronted a member of the Dixie Mafia, he said, yes, this happened, and actually that the chief of surgery was their family doctor, and that 3 weeks before the assassination, he visited them and said, hey, if the bullet doesn't kill him, make sure he goes to St. Joseph's, because we will make sure that he died. And that this was a real conspiracy, a conspiracy between the U.S. military, the Memphis PD, and Dixie Mafia, these crime figures. And the real shooter, I gotta say this, even though we can't get to the whole story, was Frank Strouser. He was a Memphis police officer, the best shot in the Memphis PD, and he was the one who actually fired the fatal shot.
I got a serious question for y'all. When we going to sleep and we not actually sleep yet, and we trying to like sit there until our body actually takes us to sleep, do you not know that we're in a spiritual lobby waiting to be spawned into a match, into one of our lucid dreams, into where we finna go astrally? I think that's gonna mess y'all head up.
They didn't build them pyramids for no reason, and today is a prime example of that. Today, the Lion Gate portal opens. If you visited my page before, you know we've already talked about the pyramids and how they align with the stars. Well, today our sun is aligning with the Sirius star and Orion's belt, which the pyramids of Giza is perfectly aligned with. It's a certain time where things align where you can access specific stuff. The Egyptians and other societies knew about this. These sacred places were used for channeling, traveling, portaling. But let's get in on the energetic field of what's happening today. This veil that is thinning between us and higher spiritual dimensions is allowing us to receive high vibrating cosmic light. My symptoms so far of this happening in the past days has been headaches, feeling very, very tired, and also not wanting to sleep at all. Confusing. Source energy is flowing like crazy right now. The quantum energy field is upgrading, plus it is overlapping a Venus retrograde. Now, a lot of people might say, oh, I don't feel anything. I don't see any portals opening up in the sky. Like I have explained about the fourth dimension, there are people on this earth who have psychic abilities who are able to see into the fourth dimension and see aliens and portals and everything opening up. the fourth dimension, the fifth dimension, all of that is outside of our normal 3D reality. So portals, stargates, energy shifting in our body is going to be something foreign to you. Now I'm going to tell you ways that you can hone in on this beautiful energy right now. Because today is 8-8, which is basically the infinity symbol, what you focus on today is going to program you. Because intentions and the infinite possibilities are supercharged. So use this time to write down everything that you want, everything that you desire. When you get done writing it down, go through everything on the list. Now, in meditation, I need you to picture that reality happening for you. Clear as day, like you see me on this video. You're going to use that solar plexus energy. Like I said, your intentions are supercharged. Picture whatever blockages that are happening for you right now releasing. We are getting upgrades, downloads, heart realignment, all of that just flowing in. So as you're going down your list, set your powerful intentions on the things that you desire. Visualize it and focus on it. What does this version that you desire looks like? What does the life look like? What does the reality look like? Tap into that. So it's okay if you don't feel like everything is drastically changing for you right now. But because we are multidimensional beings, things are spiritual before it is physical. And in that realm where you go to after you lay down in bed, time does not exist. Sometimes your spiritual body, the thoughts, the things that you create inside of your head take a little time aligning with your physical reality. Hence why we are here on this earth, to use our powers of creation. Let me give you an example, right? We are solid. The kinetic energy for solid is very low. The vibration of gas, it vibrates at a high speed. But solid does not move from place to place. It's a slower vibration. That's why we're here working on our powers to be able to speed that situation up, create more and bring more things to life. So enjoy and connect to this upgrading cosmic light. Y'all stay dangerous.
I know you seen the Montgomery, Alabama video. Oh, God. Boy, that boy started swimming to their ass. And look, the next time y'all boy go to ride some boats, invite me. On my mom, we bumping. Let's drive to the most racist part of America, right? And let's just go out and let's bring the gang, you feel me? And we just gonna start whooping shit. Yeah. The next time, what's his name, Mr. Simon, say something, bro, we beat his ass up, we get him switches on his ass. MLK had a dream. The dream came true, but Malcolm X had a dream too. Both their dreams had to come true. You see what I'm saying? It can't just be MLK without Malcolm X, you feel me? You're not seeing the big picture. They wanted them to move the boat, you feel me? So they jumped on security. So bro started swimming over there. We swimming, everybody like, oh, this shit gonna go down. And so when they punched bro, and bro flicked the head up, that was the thing that signal all the black folks, y'all calm, this shit finna get real, you feel me? Is we still sliding on the ops? I'm asking you, cause that's the same color as us. Apparently we sticking together now. So we finna call the truce. So no more beef with our own folk. Bit is up.
Not one person recognized the fact that a grown-ass fucking man hit a woman over the head with a fucking folding chair.
But did she die? What do you mean? We all recognize that, Mr. Jean Jacket Jeff. I don't know about anyone else on here, but I've watched it probably at least 48 times. And it keeps getting funnier every fucking time. Because you see what happened here, Jean Jacket Jeff, is that old woman, she felt froggy. And you know what she decided to do? She decided to jump. And you know what happened? She got fucking thumped. And that's what happens. If you want to go out there and you want to try jumping in, fighting with the men and everything like that, then prepare to get your shit rocked. Zero sympathy. Zero sympathy for those entitled fucking assholes that just thought that they could do whatever the hell that they want to do. You mean to tell me you watch that whole video and you're just like, the grown man hit the woman. That's right. And that grown woman hit the man too. That's why she was laid the fuck out on the ground. Did you see that man that got beat out of his Crocs though? Did you see that, Jean Jacket Jeff? Because that shit was, that was equally as funny. You see, I'm not a violent person, Jean Jacket Jeff. That's the old me, okay? I'm not a violent person anymore, but I'm also not above fucking violence. Let me ask you this. Could you imagine, can you even begin to imagine what would have happened to that man if all those other people didn't come jump in and have his back? Don't worry, I'll wait. Go ahead, answer. Never mind, you don't have to answer because we all know what would have happened. I am glad that karma instantly got them. I'm glad that all of those people had that man's back, and I am glad that that man got beat out of his fucking Crocs.
The thing I want to say about this Montgomery, Alabama brawl down there on the riverboat brawl is that I'm just very worried and very concerned for Jason Aldean and all his fans and followers and what they going through emotionally right now when they see black people beat up some racists. I mean, that must be hard. It's got to be hard for them to see that. Those poor redneck motherfuckers, man. I know it's hard. Y'all to watch that happen. It ain't supposed to go like that. Racists ain't supposed to get instant karma. No. Don't try it in a small town, Jason Aldean said. He was warning black people, don't try justice here. Don't protest for your rights here. And then to see them 4 or 5, 6, 7, whatever the hell, many racists down there just get the fuck beat out of hit. An old white lady hitting her head with a chair. Oh my God, can you imagine? I'm just worried about Jason Aldean and all his fans, what they must be feeling right now. Can you imagine how Ron DeSantis must feel when he saw this shit? Why y'all think he had that Stop Woke Act? To stop woke is to stop black people from being unity. Stop white and black people from being unified for justice racially. He is trying to stop racial justice in its tracks, and then this fucking Montgomery brawl happens. What the fuck is Ron DeSantis gonna do now? His poll numbers is down. I mean, it must be hard for these fucking racists out here in America. God knows what Trump is doing. I'm worried about him, y'all. It must be a real hard time. And I just heard that Ron DeSantis now, he's going to ban the folding chairs in Florida. And they hit that poor white lady in the head with a chair. I mean, they hit a woman, y'all. That's right. They hit a woman who was trying to defend her racist husband. So she deserved it. She literally deserved it. I'm sorry. She deserved it. And it was hard to watch all that violence. And the main reason it's hard to watch is because it's so fucking funny. You laugh at hard, it hurts. But no, seriously, honestly, I was really happy as a white guy to see racists being held accountable, to see an innocent black man attacked by 4 or 5 white guys, and then that fucking instant karma. It was a beautiful day, a historic day, and most importantly, not only just the accountability part, to see racists instantly get karma. That was the first beautiful thing. The other beautiful thing was to see black people in unity fighting for the same cause, a just cause. You know, Montgomery used to be the Confederate capital for a short time, and now it's the capital of Alabama, and it's where Martin Luther King lived. It's where, you know, Rosa Parks took a stand. It's where Martin Luther King led a 5-day march from Selma, Alabama, 50-something miles all the way to Montgomery, and delivered his famous speech there on Montgomery Capitol. I mean, a lot of history there. And then you have this happen. It's a beautiful thing to see. So to all the black people that were there, that helped out, and the one little white boy who sort of tried, everybody that helped out against these racists. And I honestly believe, and you know, if they can prove that it's a hate crime, they should be charged for hate crime. Because, you know, it's what it looked like to me. I mean, I don't know. I didn't hear the words, but you know, what happened, but it looked like a hate crime to me. So I honestly hope they throw the book at these guys that attacked that black gentleman. But it's a beautiful day. 8/5/23. An historical day for America.
That being said, when we're dealing with the Caucasian not having no soul, you have to understand in order to possess the cosmic essence, you have to have melanin. A specific component of melanin, being neuromelanin, the one with the N, not the E. Caucasians only have pheomelanin, which is animal melanin. They cannot get above the animal plane conscious level. You see animals kill, a lion will kill you and don't lose no sleep. A gorilla will kill you, don't lose no sleep. A cobra will kill you, don't lose no sleep. The Caucasian is killing us and don't lose no sleep because they are physically composed of the same melanin phenotype of animals. They do not have the neuromelanin, which is manifested within the neuromelanin nerve tract of the brain that allows you to connect to what you call God, the creator, whatever you identify with God as, and possess a conscience. White people do not have no conscience. Now, why is this important? Because the pineal gland is crucial to the soul. The soul enters the body through the pineal gland. So, if your door is locked, you can't get in your house. 85% of Caucasians have calcified pineal glands, and they also lack neuro and uromelanin. So now, why is this important? 85% of Caucasians have no gland within their brain that allows their soul to enter the body. So there is a level of, let's say, spirit that they can never access. They can never access the higher self. 85% of Caucasians, and I believe the number is way higher, but we're dealing with scientific statistics that they document that can be researched and referenced. Right. 85% of Caucasians cannot, their vehicles cannot intake a soul. They have calcified pineal glands. The door to the body has been shut. And even if they did, they don't have neuromelanin. Neuromelanin is called neuromelanin because it has neurons. It has neurons that allow your thoughts to actually exit through the pineal gland and connect with the realm, the ether realm, non-ether. When you hear people make these statements, or cosmic melanin, and this is how you manifest, this is how you pray, this is how you connect to the Creator. So even if the Caucasian doesn't have a calcified pineal gland, they have no neuromelanin. So their thoughts can't connect to the Creator. They have no cosmic affiliation. They have no cosmic soul. How do we know this as well? Melanin is condensed sunlight. Once the sun vibrates past 800 terahertz, it begins to condensate and combust and become melanin. Just like water goes from gas, liquid to solid, sunlight goes from electricity and magnetism to light to melanin. So why is it important? We are the children of the sun. This is why we can connect to the solar system. This is why we are energized by the solar system and everything in nature. The Caucasian is not a naturally manifested humanoid being. Only Africans are 100% human. Caucasians are 96% human, 4% Neanderthal. They are genetically spliced and engineered people. So now why is it important? Because they have no connection to the Creator. They have no divine soul. A soul cannot even inhabit their body because they have a calcified pineal gland. Even if it does, they can't even connect back to the higher self. So now once we understand this, we can understand the savage nature of the Caucasian and why we call him the beast and why he acts like a beast. Our ancestors didn't call him the beast because it was a joke. They call him the beast because he can never raise above the bestial conscious level of existence. So they have no soul.